Hello students, I am Harinder. I have been training the students for the last 20 years for the various competitive exams, especially in the area of logical and analytical reasoning. Today I am here to discuss the strategy for the math exam in relation to the section that is reasoning and intelligence and critical reasoning, the way they define it. Now before we solve a few of the questions of the previous years, let's have an overview of the previous math exams. In the last three math exams which have been conducted, the number of questions in the different areas, you can go through this and you can note it out there that analytical reasoning has been having a regular appearance in terms that there are around 10 to 15 questions almost in every math exam. Besides that, the area of blood relations, a question based on alpha-numeric series, and verbal reasoning questions have a major appearance in this exam. So needless to say, you need to focus more on these areas as compared to the other areas. Now let's go through a few questions of the previous years. I'll leave a few questions for your practice as well. So let's go to the first question, this one. Herein, we have to complete the series by replacing the question mark given. Now you can see here, students, if I focus only on the numerical value from 20 to 28, you can say it is plus 8. To 40, you can say this is plus 12. And then this is 56, this is plus 16. So this is plus 8, plus 12, plus 16. Now what will come next? You all can see it has to be plus 20, and when you add 20 and 56 you get 76. So answer happens to be the option which contains 76, that is the third option. Right students? Now this question again, it's a series question. You can see to it here, try and see the numerical values again. You can see the numerical values are different in all the given four options from 3 to 7, 16, this and this. You can see 3 when you go to 7 it is double plus 1. Then 7 into 2 is 14 plus 2. Then 16 into 2 is 32 plus 3. Then 35 into 2 is 70 plus 4. Now it will be into 2 plus 5. So twice of 74 is 148 plus 5 gives you 153. So this becomes your answer. Right students? After that, this one, as I told you, analytical reasoning appears regularly in this. Is a set based on 5 cities. They are famous for 5 different features defined with some directions. Let's make this table here. Now students, this table has been made wherein we have listed 5 cities over here. They are famous for 5 different things and they have been written in the short form. LG stands for lovely gardens, fancy jewelry, educational institutions, and so on. Now A and C are not famous for educational institutions. They are not famous for educational institutions as well as lovely gardens. A and C. Right? Now B and E, neither for jewelry nor scents. So it was fancy jewelry. So FJ and S, and same goes with E also. No FJ, no S. Right students? Scent and jewelry have nothing to do with A. Now A doesn't have S. A doesn't have fancy jewelry. Now you can see out of 5 items, 4 have been cut in case of A. So what has been left over? The only thing which is left over happens to be BP. So if BP has been placed for A, this is not for any other, then D and E are not famous for garden and jewelry. Now D does not have lovely garden and fancy jewelry. E, we have already cut fancy jewelry, so it doesn't have lovely garden as well. Right students? Now you can see lovely garden is not there in C, in D, in E. So this is left over only for B. right? Now educational, after that D is not famous for educational institutions, so D does not have EI. Now you can say EI is not there for C and D, so it will be for E. Then students, out of FJ, fancy jewel is not there in D, so it will come over here. Needless to say, S will come over here. You have all that ready. So let's answer the questions now. Which of the following is famous for lovely gardens? So you can see students, lovely garden city B is famous for. You'll mark the answer as option B here, right? So similarly, you can answer this question on the basis of the same information, and similarly this one, right? After that, students, another set says 5 friends, 5 different cities. They are traveling from Mumbai. They are Chennai, Calcutta, Delhi, Bangalore and Hyderabad, and 5 different modes of transportation have been given. Then let's make the table here again. Now students, 5 different modes have been given to us. Then it says the person who traveled to Delhi did not make use of boat. Now then extra line we can say the person is not using the boat who is traveling to Delhi. Now after that, C went to Bangalore. So C went to Bangalore by car, and B went to Kolkata by aeroplane. D traveled by boat, and E traveled by train. So needless to say, bus is left, which we will place over here. Now Mumbai is not connected by bus to Delhi and Chennai. So if it does not have Delhi and Chennai over here, and Kolkata and Bangalore has already gone, the only city left over is Hyderabad, and the person going to Delhi is not by boat. So person who is traveling by boat is not going to Delhi. So needless to say, Delhi will come over here and Chennai will come over here. Right, students, so the table is ready. You can answer the questions. Let's have a look at the first question on this. It was, which of the following of persons and mode is not correct? So students, you can see here that option number 2 and 3, they both have aeroplane in this. So one of them is definitely wrong. We will see out of B and E who is wrong. So B is traveling by aeroplane, E is traveling by train. So option 3, which says E travels by aeroplane, stands to be wrong here, right? So students, answer is third. Similarly, you can answer this question of your own. Another question on AR. 6 friends, A, B, C, D, E. There are 2 subjects, 1 compulsory, 1 optional. Now this information is given. After that, disregarding which is a compulsory, who has the same 2 subjects as that of F. So we need to see the table. You can see F has 2 subjects, O and C, and it is physics and mathematics. Similarly, E has these 2 subjects. So answer to the question will become person E, which is in the second option. Similarly, students, which group has history as the compulsory subject? Now you can see we have the limited data over here. History you can see here, and then the compulsory subject, students, you can see the 3 people A, B and C are taking history as the compulsory subject. So the fourth option becomes your answer. Moving on, students, this one. This is a serious question here. Try and analyze. You can start. You can see first of all the initial point, the initial numbers are different in all the values here. So you can see from 7 to 10 it is +2, +3, +4, +5. Now 14 plus 5 is, you all know that, it is 19. So fourth option. Similarly, you could have taken the last term into the consideration, students. +3, +4, +5, +6. Answer would have come to be again the same. Moving on, students. So this question, based on the logic of same alphanumeric series, you can answer. This is for your practice. This is the answer to this. Now here, it's a relationship question. showing a photograph. She is the granddaughter of the elder brother of my father. Who is the elder brother of my father, students? My father's elder brother is my uncle. Now my uncle's granddaughter. My uncle's son or daughter is my cousin, and his or her daughter. That is, she is the granddaughter of my uncle. So that is, she is the daughter of my cousin. So the daughter of my cousin is just like the daughter of my brother or sister. So she will be my niece. Right, students? Then is this question: honest advocates, swimmers and Europeans. Normally it asked about any particular number defines what. Let's see the question. It says area marked 1. Let's have a look. Students, area marked 1 is within the circle of honest, within the circle of swimmers, within the circle of advocates, but it is outside the circle of European. Right? So it has to be all but Europeans. So you can see first has European, second doesn't have, third has all non-Europeans advocates who are honest swimmers. Right? So it covers all but European. So it is a third option. Now students, this question, X introduces Y saying he is the husband of the granddaughter of the father of my father. Who is the father of my father? It is my grandfather and my grandfather's granddaughter. If a female is saying this, it could be herself. If a male is saying this, it has to be sister, his sister. Now X says Y is to introducing Y that he is the husband of the granddaughter of the father of my father. So my grandfather's granddaughter, my sister and her husband. So how will he be related to me? He will be my brother-in-law. Right, students? Now here this question, students, again a numerical value. Let's solve it here for you. It is 8, 13, 20, 31. So it is plus 5, plus 7, plus 11. So it is plus 5, plus 7, plus 11, plus 13. It is adding the different prime numbers, minded students. So the numerical value will be 44. Answer is third option. It is not plus 2, plus 4, plus 6. It is the next prime number is being added. So 5, 7, 11 and then 13. Right, students? So I think you would have gained this from this session and you'll be able to attempt your critical reasoning and intelligence section in a better manner. As this was a reasoning video, similarly we have showed videos on quantitative ability, verbal and your general knowledge. So try to go through those videos. So you'll be able to perform better in this math exam. Thank you so much. Happy learning from Team Bullseye. Thank you.